What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. Alright, so we just got the TEQ Trunks teen from the quest mode that eventually turns into the LR Super Saiyan Broly and Super Saiyan Trunks. So how good is base level 100 UR TEQ Celtic Link? I mean Trunks. So let's figure this out. So he's a Time Traveler's Key 2, 30% to stats, leader skill. Its super attack raises attack for one turn, causes supreme damage to enemy. Passive skill is Power Cultivated in Another World. Attack and defense of 60%. Launches an additional attack, has a medium chance of becoming a super attack. Medium chance of performing a critical hit. Plus an additional attack and defense of 30% when performing a super attack. Plus an additional attack and defense of 20% within the same turn of each super attack performed. So, it sounds to me like the more super attacks he does, the stronger he gets, which is good. I mean, realistically, that's good. That's what you want in a unit like this. And his passive, or his hidden potential, I built it with 13 additional because of that fact, 9 crit because he already has the chance to crit, but I want that higher chance. And I gave him 14 dodge, just that little bit extra dodge to make him kind of work out really well. I gotta mark that as an LR. But I did not put any stats into his links because I don't know if they're going to change as he goes to his LR status. So I left that alone. I didn't really look into it. I'm probably going to do that today because this just released last night. But let's take the Trunks in and see how well he can do in his UR or SSR UR state at 50 or at 100%. Let's just see his max stats. I don't think he's that good, but let's just find out. All right, so I'm gonna put him in slot 1 because this is his best linking partner. Does he have shocking speed? He does not. So this is his best linking partner, is himself. So he gets 3 key links with him. But alright, let's just grab him the 1 key sphere here. Boom. So turn 1, first turn, which is the highest you'll ever get, is 152,000 attack, 74,000 defense. So again, I mean, realistically, that's not terrible for just a level 100 unit. Because you got to think he's going to get an additional 30% attack and defense when performing a super, and then plus he gets an additional 20 with every time he does a super. So that first super he's getting 50% calculated differently, and then after that he's getting an additional 20 for each super you do. So if you build him properly, he could hit 3-4 supers in a turn, most likely, I'm assuming. Ooh, 36,000. Let's see how much he takes his super for. 205,000, so he has no defense, but he has a 1 mil attack stat on his super. I can't wait for this man. That was a weird laugh for me, but I'm sorry. I can't wait for this man to... the dodge came in clutch there. I can't wait for him to LR already. I mean, I know we just got him last night. It's going to be a little bit, but he needs to LR. I can't use him in that form. I can't find any way to use him. That's with 3 of his key links active. Granted, Link level 10, he probably would have had a little more defense. I know he gets 15% more attack and defense with all of his links active at max. So he probably would have been closer to 100,000 defense, but again, that's still not even good enough to do any viable events. That's barely good enough to take on Dokkan events. So let's, like I said, let's just see how well he fares. We're going to go, that was type disadvantage. So let's hope we can get him around to a position where he has type advantage and see how well he takes an attack on. That was my idea. I didn't bring a support unit because I don't need one. The support's not going to do anything to a unit of that low caliber at this point. He's just here for future reference of like, hey, this is what the unit's going to become. So here we'll give you this really weak unit. It's like one of those part 1, part 2, part 3 celebrations where you get a really weak unit in part 1, get slightly better in part 2, and then really good by part 3, or not really good, but better by part 3. So that's all that really is. He's not bad now. He's not usable in any way, shape, or form, but by the time he goes into LR Super Saiyan Trunks and Super Saiyan Broly, he's going to be really good. But I was hoping the AGL Trunks would have been able to super attack, but it's not looking like his Trunks wants to let him. So now this Trunks is transforming, which means they're going to lose links. Yep, they did. Okay. Yeah, he has 1 key link now. Or 1 link entirely now, which is not great, but if you look at all of his links, that one, if he has it at link level 10, it's going to give him 10% attack. Same lineage is going to give him an additional 5% attack and 5% defense. Prayer for Battle is going to give him a 5% attack and 5% defense as well. And Shocking Speed is going to give him an additional 5% defense. So if we had him at link level 10 right now, he'd have an additional 15% defense, 10% attack there, and 10% attack there. So 15% defense, 20% attack to stats. So, I mean, not terrible, but not great. But as you can see, back in this position, he's still at 145,000 attack, 74,000 defense. Again, like I said, because none of his links are active at that level. So let's just see how much damage he takes against a tech type, like tech equal type unit. 249,000, 71,000 off his base attack. So he's super in here, so this should activate part of his passive. 396,000. Let's see how much damage we take. We are still going to get smoked by it. As you can see, this was a really short showcase. Again, I didn't plan on winning this with this guy. He's not able to be ran right now. I'm sorry. I want to try to use him, but he's not able to be ran at all. I understand that's the whole point of him just coming out in this state right at the moment, but he is not able to be ran one bit. But I can't wait till the LRs. LRs soon, please, so I can use you. But thank you guys for watching. Oh, also forgot to mention, he only fits one category as well at the moment, time travelers. So you can't really use him in anything else. He doesn't fit hybrid sands. He doesn't fit any, like, joined forces, nothing. Just fits time travelers at the moment. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. See you guys then.